Breaking news now from Thornton Township. This afternoon, trustees fired 2 workers after this fight at the last meeting last week. One of those workers, Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard's boyfriend, Kamal Woods.
Henyard's boyfriend, Kamal Woods, was in the middle of the dust-up, and at the meeting, trustees voted to fire him from his township position leading an at-risk youth program.
So the Thornton Township Board fired Tiffany Henyard's boyfriend because they claim he wasn't showing up to do the job. Let's talk about it. All right, welcome to the channel. Now, you know Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor, but you may not recognize her boyfriend, Kamal Woods. Now, his name has come up multiple times in the story of the super mayor. For instance, Kamal Woods and super mayor Tiffany Henyard were living together in Dalton and were getting evicted from the apartment, even though they both made over $100,000 a year. Check it out.
Old Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard has a new crisis on her hands. She's being booted out of her home. Fox 32 has obtained copies of an eviction notice filed in Cook County Court against Henyard and her boyfriend, Kamal Woods. Henyard has been renting a home in the 14600 block of South Harvard for the past 3 years. But the owner of the home told us Henyard and Woods are behind on the rent and owe more than $3,300. The notice also says Henyard has refused to allow an inspection of that property. Now, we reached out to her attorney, who texted back that he believes the story is false and that no rent payment was ever missed.
Now, Henyard and Kamal Woods both make over $100,000 a year, but couldn't pay the rent. Now, on top of that, the FBI was looking into both Kamal Woods and Tiffany Henyard for some discrepancies in the way things were being run.
WGN Investigates has obtained or reviewed subpoenas the FBI served to Thornton Township and Dalton. They serve as a roadmap to the ongoing federal investigation. They seek payment and expense records for Tiffany Henyard, as well as her boyfriend, who runs a violence prevention program for the township. Also named Henyard's top aide, Dalton's acting police chief, along with 4 village and township trustees and 2 of Henyard's relatives who are on the government payroll.
They'll turn up more and more information. They'll turn up more leads. They may turn up more witnesses. They may find a cooperator. They may find an informant, all which will benefit the investigation tremendously.
But based on what we know now, if you're Tiffany Henyard, how are you feeling?
I would be nervous.
Now, Kamal Woods was not shy in defending Tiffany Henyard. Matter of fact, she's breaking in all the money. So here he is calling out the media for the bad press coverage.
Henyard's boyfriend, Kamal Woods, also attacked the media and reporting by NBC5.
Go to her if you're worth talking to. I see you. You looking dead at me. I see you. You part of the problem. Yeah. Yes. You gonna tell the truth, tell the truth. It ain't no guy, it's a lady. You part of the problem.
Now, let's just be clear. Things weren't going good for the super mayor and her boyfriend. They're getting evicted from their home. The FBI is looking into them. And now the new board at Thornton Township decided to look into what Kamal Woods was doing. He's getting paid over $100,000. So they suspended him because they started getting allegations that he wasn't actually even coming to work. This was a no-show job. Check it out.
I would like to make a motion to put Kamal Woods and William Moore on administrative leave.
Thank y'all for the lawsuit. But anyway, it is a motion.
Guys, she didn't get to make the entire motion. Guys, please give us a second. She didn't make the entire motion. On administrative leave, effective immediately.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole motion. What are y'all talking about? And just so you know, it's paid. So checkmate. Anyway,
the attorney just said it wasn't the entire motion. The attorney It's administrative leave with pay, effective immediately.
That's great. Great. Thank you. We can go do some work. Great. All right. Please call the roll. Call the roll. Who's second? Call the roll. Second. Yes, second. Call the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann.
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Supervisor Henyard.
No, and this is political
Motion passed.
retaliation. So again, thank you for the lawsuit, because y'all just picked certain individual.
Now, later on in this meeting, Henyard's boyfriend Kamal Woods got into a fist fight with another resident because he didn't like what that resident said to Henyard. Here is the news report about it.
Breaking right now in the south suburbs, fist fights at a Thornton Township meeting tonight. This was our view from two different vantage points. Leaders are forced to clear the hall and stop working again as the chaos erupts.
In Battle, Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard made a rare appearance there tonight, getting into the fray herself.
Our Jermont Terry witnessed it all, and Jermont, this happened after several Henyard-supported employees were suspended.
That's exactly right, Erica. Tonight's meeting was the first in months that they've had here in the township, and it ended with South Holland Police getting called in and shutting it down after Supervisor Henyard's boyfriend squared up with someone making disrespectful comments towards the supervisor during public comments. And as you mentioned, it's a fight the supervisor found herself in the middle of too. As Jedediah Brown finished his public comments directed to Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, he ended with this.
You gone.
And before Brown could get back to his seat, Henyard's allies, including her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, confronted Brown, and punches went flying. Several men joined the tussle where people threw punches and started kicking. Security guard tried separating the men. Witnesses say Henyard, who was in the front of the room with the Board of Trustees, ran towards that tussle. Her intentions unclear, but she did lose a shoe and was thrown to the ground. This guy in the black t-shirt is Kamal Woods, Henyard's boyfriend. He was also at the center of the trustees' agenda.
So Henyard's boyfriend was suspended with pay. Then he got into this brawl. So trustees then called a special meeting where they fired both Henyard's boyfriend and a close confidant of hers.
Thornton Township trustees called a special meeting Thursday. Two things noticeable: Supervisor Tiffany Henyard absent, and a virtual overflow room for the public to avoid direct contact with the board.
With obviously what happened last week, it's just something we felt that was kind of the best, at least temporary solution.
Last week, that violent township brawl took place. Henyard's opponents and allies, including her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, seen here in the black, threw punches and tossed tables. Woods isn't just Henyard's boyfriend, but was hired by her to run the youth program.
I would like to make a motion to terminate effective immediately Kamal Woods.
A position he no longer holds, and his involvement in that fight, trustees say, made it easier to let him go.
As a township employee, I think that we are expected to be held to a different standard, and that comes with the different levels of respect.
You may recall Woods and William Moore, another Henyard hired employee and ally, were both placed on paid leave last week, just before the brawl.
I would like to make a motion to put Kamal Woods and William Moore on administrative leave.
Now they are both fired.
So just because this action was taken doesn't mean that the investigation stops.
The investigation is to determine what exactly, if anything, the two men did. Many in the community and on the board have questioned if they were just collecting paychecks. Supervisor Henyard has always said that this appears to be a personal attack terminating Kamal Woods, but the trustees say that's far from the case.
It's not personal.
So her boyfriend's fired. She's getting evicted. FBI investigation. Things are not looking good for Tiffany Henyard. And on top of that, the election for mayor has started in Dalton. Early voting starts February 10th and goes through February 25th. We will see if Tiffany Henyard will be able to keep her seat as the mayor of Dalton. So a lot's going on. There's going to be a lot of updates coming real soon. So don't change the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.